Hey Anouk!
Hey there!
Hey Hacksters! We have Anouk Wipprecht in the studio today, and we're going to be soldering together her amazing little cat ears for Catterday. So,
Correct.
what is this?
So what we have here are 3D printed cat ears, which you can see here.
Ooh.
I will put them on if I don't have anything else on my head. And what we also have are little PCBs created at OSH Park, which you can see here.
Ooh.
And we're going to give a little demo on how to solder them up. It's using an AT-Tiny, a bunch of LEDs, a battery holder, and a little push button, and also two resistors.
There we go. Perfect.
In the next version, we're also going to make a different kind, which are SMD soldered. We only need to figure out how, and those are here. So again, also from OSH Park, and you're going to see that in the next episode for Catterday.
2 Catterdays in a row. This is awesome! Alright, let's go. There's 2 different PCBs, right?
Yeah, correct. So the one that we have here are true hole. And the other one, again, is going to be SMD, which you can see here. Cool. So we need to have a soldering mask and an oven as well.
Cool.
Yeah, you can see them.
And even so, like, you have 2 separate ones, right? Like, these are not the same.
These, in this case, yeah, these are exactly the same, especially like if you order them from OSH Park, you have like 3 of them, so you have one to use sort of.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, in this other case, you need to order like each one like separate sort of, because they both are like here you can see. If you can see here, you have the battery. Here you have the AT-Tiny, and here basically you have the LEDs and the little
so one of
light
has the battery
resistor.
and one has the controller.
Yeah,
on
correct.
The surface mount ones?
Yeah, and in the true hole one here, you can see what we're gonna place is basically the battery holder on the one, and like the LEDs, the AT-Tiny, the resistors on this side. So there's nothing on this side. And then you have here the LEDs and the button on the other one.
Cool.
And then a little string in between.
And you just don't put the you just don't put the battery
Yeah,
in
we have one battery like running the 2 boards sort of.
Rad! And then you connect them with 3 little wires.
Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward, it's pretty simple, and it's it's just a cute show off, like a show off of what you can do with electronics. I use these myself for to work with children and electronics, so instead of like building a whole dress, this is easy enough for them. So yeah. So let's populate the first one. What I mostly do is I stick the LEDs through it first. So basically, and let me see if I have it correct. The LED here, it has here 2 sides when you look through it. Yeah. So basically here you have the anode, that's this part, so that's your plus. And here at the other side you have your cathode, so that's the minus. So what we want to do in the board, we want to place it with the anode at the left side in this case. So what we're going to do is in this case, it's the longer sides. We're going to put them through.
And you can also tell which side is which because the ground side, the negative side, has a flat side on it, right?
Yeah, correct. And you can also see this on the board itself.
Cool.
So let's see if it all goes in. And what I mostly do is I just take this off and I spread the legs, so it's easier to solder. So I don't know if you can see that. Just flipping it here. Flipping at the other side.
They're all pulled out to the outside.
Yeah, correct. So here and there. Ta-da!
Sweet.
So, yeah. So it's basically it's easier to solder at this side. So I'm also gonna do that at the other board. Yeah. So basically all the LEDs are in there now. You can see here. And then we're going to choose, just basically you can take any one of them. This one I will make the button one. So basically here are the traces for the button. So the button you want to take from this side and just like push it in as well. So you have that. And
this button should only go in one way, right? Because it's a little longer one way than the other way.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it only fits one way. So so here you can see the traces being a little bit longer. If you order this button, like you can easily see it. So yeah, so these are the basically the back side, which we will be soldering later. We have here 2 resistors. It doesn't matter which side you put them in, but we're going to take the other boards, which we have here. They're 10 ohm resistors. If correct, Alex got them.
Oh.
let me see actually.
Oh, they're correct, all right.
Yeah.
It's true though. I did read them wrong earlier. But these ones are definitely.
Oh, it's always hard with all the little colors and the.
I made a song about it actually, so I can remember. Recently.
You made a song?
Yeah, it's a cover of a song by.
On the ukulele.
Wipprecht.
Yeah.
I could do it on the ukulele. I do it on the guitar.
That can be cute. Like, yeah. So basically here we have the 2 resistors in there. Cool. So the other thing is that we have here the battery connector, and you want to have the battery connector with a side that the battery goes in, which is like a little coin cell battery, like this side. So you want to slide it in from here. So the battery connector you want to place with that side.
That makes sense.
Yeah, down. So yeah, we have it. We have this all ready.
Cool.
We do not have the battery in there, which is this one is a 3-volt coin cell battery.
Never soldered with your battery.
And this is an 80 tiny, which you can see here. So a little microchip that we're going to use. That the coat is on. So yeah. So I prepared this. I don't know. Do you want to do the soldering part?
Sure.
Or do you want me to do it?
Either way, we could each do one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You can
compare techniques.
the techniques. I don't
show
want to
you
trust this one.
how things work in our shop.
Oh, the one thing that I'm always checking is if the LEDs are really strict,
they're
strict
really
on the board.
solid,
Sort of, yeah, this one here.
Yeah.
So what you might want to do is just push the LED a little bit towards the board, so you know that it's like stable towards the board.
I tend to also just like be really, really sort of mean about pulling these things.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it's still a little bit loose. Okay. How's my framing?
Huh?
I can't be camera monkey while I'm doing this.
That's good. That's good. So now we have a nice set of kitty ears to wear at the Maker Fair, which is this weekend.
Okay, judge me.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, everything.
Perfect. Let me see the other sides. Yeah. So what I said earlier, like you want to, and this all worked out well. Like sometimes these LEDs, I think I have it one.
Sometimes
like,
they'll go all like
crooked
and stuff.
They're all white. This is one like one demo here. Like this is something that that you do not.
So you got that one milled at Autodesk.
Yeah,
right?
these are the milled versions, which you can see here.
Cool.
So then you take your clippy tool. This is my clippy tool here. Then you're gonna clip off all the parts. I mostly hold it here so they don't fly in your eye.
Yeah.
Which I sometimes had before, which you don't want to have. The other thing is like what we should do is always put your security glasses on.
Oh yeah,
we're like super nerdy about it, but
I've got
we're taking the risk here.
Oh wait, here we go.
Ew.
Safety glasses.
They're too big for me.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
So, our friend Metal has really cool ones. He always wears pink ones.
Cool.
He always tells me where he gets them, but then I always forget. So Metal, when I see you at the Maker Fair, I'm gonna ask you again. Cool. So yeah, basically just cutting away this part, and so the last part will be the 80 tiny on this one. So we're gonna put this one away. So the other one, the anode here, is at the left side. The cathode is the other side.
I like that you call it cathode and it's cat ears.
Huh? Yeah.
I was trying to, so the way that we describe positive and negative is kind of backwards from how electrons actually flow in electricity.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to get a handle on it and really grasp it in my mind. And the way that I remember it makes kind of no sense, but it's like the cat sort of eats up the electrons. And so like the anode side of it like donates electrons and the cathode eats them.
Yeah.
So like, you know, they come from the battery. It has this other weird part of it, which is like there's a kind of lizard called an owl.
Yeah. An anole?
An anole. So I'm like, the anole doesn't want to get eaten by the cat, so it throws the electrons in. Anyway, so like
I love it how your mind works. Hilde, yeah.
It helps. You gotta come up with something weird.
It's a little meditation in order to...
yeah. Oh, you just switch hands. I always have to flip the whole board around. If y'all have like awesome ways of remembering which way energy flows, then you should totally share.
So
cool.
So that's the other board. So let's see. So we have here, one of the boards has the little button and the 4 LEDs, and the other board has resistors, the battery holder, and the other LEDs. Mm-hmm. And then this one is missing the 80 tiny. Mm-hmm. So what we want to do now, what I'm going to do first is, you can see here the in and the out. So this is basically how we're going to connect the 2 boards together with some wire. And then when you see the cat ears, basically this is where the boards fit in. So here and here.
So you need the same like length of wire? Yeah,
correct. And then basically I'm putting just the glue until here. So the boards are basically floating in there when you put it on your head. And then you can also just like take it out like this and then just slide in a new battery. So you don't have to do it like in there. You can just like you can just pull it out a little bit and then put a little battery in there.
Messing around inside of there because you kind of need to like use your finger to push the battery out sometimes.
Yeah, correct. If this wire will work, this might be a little bit too.
Should we see if we can solder it to it first? I think it's enameled, but I'm not totally sure.
Yeah, let's.
Ooh, all good.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to have this board at this side and the other one next to it, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the wires here in and out, sort of to the other.
Cool.
Okay, let's see how that goes.
It's a really thin wire, so like, because it's got to be like sort of thin, but this is probably a little excessive. Oh, interesting.
So I just loop it through, so you can see it coming out here, and that stays. Yeah, so making it longer also make the most easy for yourself.
Mm-hmm. We should do a continuity test to make sure that it's connected.
Yeah, it's my fault here. A little bit, I forgot to bring the wire. Want to test it?
So the good news is that it should definitely solder easily. The bad news is that they might short with each other.
Yeah, what I think that we can do is basically by building it in here, we just like not make them touch, and we just insulate them from this part. That's kind of cool because using the thin wire, like you can just easily mount it here without seeing it.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, okay.
Sweet.
So. Like little hairs. Maybe these are the whiskers.
Yeah, totally. Are you doing anything else cool for Maker Faire?
I will be at the Dremel booth.
Oh yeah!
So that's kind of cool. Playing with our new 3D printer. It's the 3D45 3D printer of Dremel.
Dremel has a 3D printer.
Yes. Yeah, they already had a few earlier versions, but this is this kind of cool new one. It's all black, and I'm gonna play around with it for the next 3 days. Mm-hmm. So if you have files that you want to have printed and tested, come see me. And I will be doing a panel on creatives on Sunday. Cool. I'm moderating the panel.
Nice.
And we will be also doing some other stuff, running around.
Who else is on the panel?
It's basically a bunch of people that are content creators.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know exactly who. I think they're gonna give me the briefing today. And it's a panel about how you create like meaningful content, and then sort of their personal stories. So that's kind of cool.
Cool.
I think.
So what's the like upper limit on size for a file to get printed at the demo booth? Like how many printers do they have?
It's good. I mean, there's a few printers in the makerspace, and I have my own one. So basically, what I will be doing is printing earrings with Jeff, and we're trying to form the makey with cat ears. So it's cat ears and a nose and whiskers. Oh my God, so that works out, and we're gonna create like earrings and necklaces for people to take. So there's like small prints. They're gonna be like this. You can hang them on your ears, and it's gonna be so cute.
I did get my ears pierced a couple years ago so that I could be more of a cyborg.
Yeah.
That's literally why.
We can make a makey for you with a mohawk.
Oh yeah!
It would be cute. That should work out. So what I do then personally is I just fit it. I just fit it in here. So let's see how this would go. So basically I want to have it here. Which you can see over here. So I want the boards to be sitting in there. So that means that I need to guide these wires. So what we want to do is basically here, because the wire is not insulated. So we want to insulate it at this part and then just leave it free here. So here's some thin heat shrink. Then it's all a matter of like measuring.
I have a torch at home for melting heat shrink that I should have brought.
Oh, no, butane?
Yeah.
Has like a little butane.
Yeah, for like creme brulee. They're so good for heat shrink.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so basically I want to heat shrink in this part here. It's like almost 2 centimeters. Just fitting it here. Oh, that's so cute. And it's like little whiskers.
It really is.
So before you heat shrink it this way, for example, you want to see where it goes. So it probably wants to go here, and then little finger spreading out. And then you want to lay this in your little headset. So we're gonna take the headset again.
Lightning fast all around, yeah.
Yeah. So the last thing that we have here before I complete the soldering is the 80 Tiny. This one is already programmed in the Hackster. In the tutorial you can find how to do that. Cool. So this is already having the code on there. What you want to do is having this little dot that you can see. There's like a little dot on there. You can see here. You want to make sure that it is going to the left underneath corner of the board. No, it's okay.
Awesome.
You can just put it in like this. So yeah, basically that's the whole circuit then. So we're gonna just solder this on, and then we're gonna put in the wires, and then set it into the cat's ears. So again, making your plate a little bit warm and pushing it in.
You're so speedy.
Yeah, even with the camera in your front. And making sure that all your connections are nicely done. So yeah, so that's your board.
Sweet.
So this side and this side, and the next image we will show you the full headset and it blinking.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
yeah.
Follow.
Yeah. Kitty paw. Yeah. So that was our tutorial for Cat Day. We hope that you're making a lot of cat ears for yourself, for your friends, for your niece, for your whoever, for your nephews, for your mom, for your dad, and that everybody can be a happy kitty on Cat Day. Is it a good end? Yeah, and happy Cat Day from us, from the Hackster HQ, head office.
Yeah. Ciao.